Hello guys, welcome to Hatchsput Economics, Hatchsput, and it's your girl Connie. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. So I want to do this video today and talk about the economics of love. The economics of love. You know, summertime's coming up. We all want to go to the beach, the park with that special somebody. And you're like, what does economics got to do with love? It has a lot to do with love. Your economics will command, who you meet, where you meet them, how you meet them, and even in some cases, even in most cases, how successful your relationship and marriage will be. These are all facts and figures. It's not me just speaking out of my ass. It's me being a nerd as I've always been and will continue to do so. So I just want to talk about opening your options. We hear a lot of controversy on YouTube about opening your options. And I look at it as a different way. I believe you should be open to love and receive from anyone who's able to love and receive you and honor you. And that goes for a man or a woman. I just believe that you should just vibrate on that level. So that doesn't mean if the person, is the same race as you, not the same race as you, I don't care what it is, but it's more about the feeling. You're actually talking about the feeling. You're not talking about a specific look. So, for me, I love someone that's compassionate, someone that's forgiving, someone that's romantic, someone that is sincere, someone that's Christian, because I am Catholic, that religion and faith is important to me, and someone that's ambitious, intelligent, and hardworking. So that's my list. And it doesn't matter to me what shape or form, as long as I'm obviously attracted, duh, gotta be attracted. But it doesn't matter to me what shape or form that person comes to. A lot of times in life, we're stuck on the person has to look like this and the person has to look like that. Giving love a chance and giving yourself a chance and opening your options. Open your options also means networking, giving yourselves more opportunity to go out there and meet people. So going to different social economic places, going to, different areas in your town, different areas in your country, traveling and keeping an open mind. And that's what opening options should really be, because you date where you live, you marry where you live. It's common sense. And if you keep having challenges, perhaps you should change where you are to get to where you want to be, not just continue to harp on the negativity, because also it's not mystic, it's just science. You get what you invest yourself into. So I think to make it easier for everyone else, looking at the socioeconomics, it shows that you marry who you're around. You date who you're around. If I live in a predominantly black neighborhood, I might most likely marry a black man. If I live in a predominantly white neighborhood, even though I'm a black woman, the chances for me to date a white man is going to be dramatically higher. If I'm in college and my college is diverse, there's a very good chance that my partner may not be African American. He could be Asian, he could be Indian, he could be Hispanic. Shit, he might even be Native American. But that only starts with you if you choose to open your options and open your options on what's important to you. What's important to you? Is it socioeconomics? Is it someone that's spiritual? Is it someone that can build with you? Do you want someone to be a Batman to your Robin? Do you want to be a power couple? So it's truly up to you. And the reason why I'm saying it's important to going into that way, this is the tough part. This is the tough part of this conversation. As you know, my boyfriend, he is white. I have a white boyfriend. I've always dated openly interracial. I've had Spanish boyfriends. Never quite had a black boyfriend because I'm kind of a geek and a nerd, and I totally understand. I'm just, I'm collecting comic books and reading Wolverine. I'm drawing Vegeta. Not necessarily a typical urban attractive girl. Super geeky, super nerdy. I still collect He-Man figures. I still collect I still collect X-Men Marvel cards. So yes, I'm a loser in that way. But I've always been open. I'm very romantic. I'm the type of person who likes to read the complete works of William Shakespeare. I'm into poetry. I'm into calligraphy. So you can see those types of things that I was going to be connected to would probably have a lower ethnic demographic. Like I was going to calligraphy class. I was taking, law of attraction courses. So you're going to be open. And plus, I went to Catholic school for, pre-K to eighth grade. So that's a different thing. I was immersed in a certain level of diversity. So I had a reason to. Like it was natural for me. I never thought about it in the way that we see people thinking about it now. It just came natural to me. My parents have been married for over 40 years. I have the best father in the world. I was a big daddy's girl. He taught me how to ride my bike, taught me how to put a worm on a hook, used to take me to the park all the time. I used to spend days, on top of his neck there. He used to hold me up and take me everywhere. We were the true father daughter. I used to wait for him to come home from work and run to him every day. Truly, it's those memories make me smile. And that's truly, how I see my father as this amazing person. I have a great brother, amazing, amazing, and they're black men. Completely amazing. So I can't really share with you on the horrible experiences because I haven't had any. I don't want to lie. I don't want to be dishonest. I haven't had any. I just haven't had. But even though I haven't had, I still date openly. And I think I do it from a positive place. And what I'm trying to say is, you don't want to date interracially from a negative place. And the reason why, black women, it lowers your commerciality, it lowers your marketability. What does Connie mean? Okay, let's talk about economics. Let's pretend you go into a car dealership and you want to buy a Bugatti. We all know Bugatti is a badass Italian car. I hope it's Italian because I'm, Bugatti. Okay, I'm pronouncing it. And let's just say you go and you buy a Bugatti. And as you're walking into the dealership, people are walking out and everyone's complaining about it. You hear whispers. You hear like, people saying, this car's giving me issues. And even though, that car is probably the best car in the world, which it is, if every single solitary person that drives that type of car has something to say, I don't care how good it is. After a certain point, you're going to say, what is it? You might get curious. You might even ask questions. You might even start to have self doubts. You might even have second thoughts about buying something that is good. Okay, what kind of analogy is that? The car is you, black women. The car is you. And if every single time a black guy has a problem with us, we air it out and we engage it, we actually make the problem worse. Like, I have to say, when that whole Stephen Clark came in, I wasn't offended by what he said because his words don't offend me. The words of ignorant people, no matter what race it is, don't offend me. All I cared about was the black and white of it. I wasn't going to go and march. I haven't marched for anyone in my entire life. That's not how I fight my battles. I fight my battles with politics, pens, and voting and doing petitions. I do real things, not just pick up a sign. I think the age of protesting and getting an effect from protesting is dead. You want to protest, you can do an easier protest on Twitter or Facebook. You get more of a reaction if you do a freaking status than you get an actual foot traction. But besides the point, you have to be careful what you let the world see about us. We are in a very fragile and exciting time for black women. You got Viola Davis, way mature, gorgeous and ebony, winning awards and cleaning up. You got Lupita, starring in the movie, winning an Oscar. She was in the top movie so far for 2018. Gorgeous, all black Black Panther cast, drop dead gorgeous. You got Taraj in Hidden Figures. You got Oprah Winfrey. You got Serena Williams. We're in a very fragile place where we are breaking barriers. Michelle Obama, you know what I'm saying? So you want to continue to focus on the positive aspects. And I'm not saying you can't look at the negativity and talk about it in a constructive manner. Talk about it in a way that you want to bring solutions to the problem, not just using the problem conveniently as a talking point. I want to make this clear. The pain of Black women is not a talking point. The pain of Black women is not a convenient go-to whenever you want to prove a point. The pain of Black women is for you to have accountability, awareness, and acknowledgement so you can do things, you can be responsible. I saw an 11-year-old girl sitting at a conference, beautiful little Black girl, and talking about how much people don't care about the death of Black women, and Black women are dying disproportionately, and Black women are the top demographic for abuse. And she was 11 years old, bringing this to a national platform, trying to connect with other women's groups, trying to get funding. She was phenomenal. I have her. I should play her. And I was so proud of her. And that's what I believe. I don't bring out problems without bringing solutions. I don't salivate at the top of a, drama or tea. But some Black women do. That's how they move. They don't talk about the real things that are affecting Black people. They don't talk about the real things that are happening to Black women, and not just talking about it, going a step further and making change. It is easier than ever to make change. You can go on move.org and do a petition right now. You could go into the several nonprofit agencies right now, and you can actually volunteer. If you don't got time to volunteer, you can donate. If you don't got time to donate, you could just post the link on your page, spread awareness, start a conversation. You could talk to your senator. You could talk to your congressman. You could write letters to Congress. You can do so much. We're in the age of social media, and you can contact any single solitary politician. You can get a letter. You can get petitions and send it to your politicians. Guys, this is how we can make real change for real shit that really matters. I just think some people like the comfort of complaining. I just think some people like the comfort of knowing, okay, I could run to this issue anytime somebody tells me to do something. I mean, if you are aware that Black women are disproportionately dying, what are you prepared to do? Are you going to run for city council? Are you going to support a city council? Are you going to write to a TV show, write to a news show, write to Rachel Maddow, write to MSNBC? I don't know, but do something. Talk about it, donate, do something. Because once you know about it and you don't do anything about it, you become part of the problem. If an 11-year-old Black girl can go on stage on a national platform and speak so eloquently and raise awareness, I'm going to have to say a lot of us are using the pain of Black women as convenient talking points. They're not really engaging. They're not really connecting. They're not moving forward. They're not providing solutions. They're just providing anger, frustration, and hate. And then you become withdrawn. You become withdrawn in your own community. You become withdrawn with your own self, with your own everything. And you're just a bitter person. And you're not doing anything to help. And I'm not saying how you can help. There's so many ways, but you owe it to your fellow Black women, like I did. I do quite a bit. And I don't think you have to do what I do, but even if you take a link to your favorite nonprofit, take it for abuse, or take it for raising awareness about STDs, or taking about raising awareness to get Black girls in tech, or discrimination against Black women, or medical discrimination, or dying in childbirth, you can connect. There's so much amazing people doing amazing things, and we can find solutions. But when you just use it constantly as a talking point, just like some politicians do, they run to it, but no real change comes. We are just as responsible. Once you become aware, you are responsible. If you keep letting that drunk person in your home, you are responsible. So it's really up to what you want to do, the changes you want to make, and are you serious? Are you just running to what's happening, the travesty with the abuse and the murder rates and the molestation, all the bad things that happen to Black women? What are you committed to doing besides talking about it? Because that's all we're doing. And it's scary because when I look at the white conservatives, when I look at somebody like Lori, I think her name is Lori, and she had blonde hair. She has over like 1 million subscribers, 2, 3, 5 million, and people support their platform. And while you think she's talking crap, they get in laws passed. They are making an influence in politics and policies. They are making an influence in legislation. They're making an influence in our government. They're not playing around, and they support each other. They support each other. That's why they're around. Meanwhile, in Blacksville, we want to argue with this and we want to argue with that. And we want to make frivolous videos. Nobody talks about economics and politics. Nobody talks about religion and faith. Nobody talks about the infrastructure. No one talks about solutions, solutions, solutions. But I will never give up because this is not about me. This is about you. And the reason why I talk about the economics of love is because relationship building and marriage building is a major source of wealth. I did a video the other day. You can go look at it. You can go look at some of my videos. I think I'm pretty fair. A woman needs to secure her financial freedom. And marriage is a massive part of it. You can't get away from it. You can't get away from it. It's not like I'm making this up. I provided a lot of statistics in the past. I don't have to do it again. You can click on any of my old videos. But that's what I'm saying. And if you want something good, listen to me. If you want something good, you have to come from a good place. If you want love, if you want marriage, you need to listen to people who also want love and marriage. You need to listen to people who talk about love and marriage. You need to be about people that are about love and marriage. Marriage and success, it's not it's not like an elusive thing. There's a culture of marriage that makes marriage successful. There's a culture of love that makes love successful. And it's very easy. I've been reading a lot. And that's why I've been citing Patty Stanger. That's why I've been citing experts, the best in the industry, because I want to make sure I'm bringing you the facts. And if I don't have that ridiculous experience, you can forget about me, but just read the facts for yourself. Look at the books I suggest. Look at the people I mentioned in my videos. It's not me speaking out of my ass, because I just don't want to do that. And even if I had a marriage and a husband, every situation is different, but they are core values that create long-lasting, loving marriages. It's not rocket science. But if we keep talking about our laundry in the public eye over and over, if we keep saying horrible things about black men, eventually white men are going to say, hey, or Spanish men, hey, or Chinese men, hey, or Indian men, hey, or Native American men. It's not just white men, any other race of men besides black are going to start to say, what the hell is going on in the black community? Why would you want a woman that the race of the men don't want? Why would you advertise that? That's like trying to sell a house, and every time a buyer come in the house, ain't nobody want this house, B. Nobody want this house, B. Nobody want to buy this house. They treat this house so bad. Even if the person buys a house, they're gonna take it for much less than it's really worth because you over there talking about how nobody don't want the house. The house is you, son. Women, black women, the house is you. If you're having challenges with black men, I will tell you, don't date them, don't engage, move past, keep going, and I mean that with love. But if you keep talking about it over and over, you keep being attracted to every single negative opportunity. Every time you open your mouth, it's never about charity. It's never about networking. It's never about nonprofit. It's never about raising awareness about serious issues that are happening to serious people in serious times. It's always about what gets you clicks, what gets you views. That's not what I'm about. I've never been about that. I've been on YouTube only since October? It hasn't even been a year since I've been on YouTube. I've been trying to help black women start businesses, get into schools, get into real estate, and I've been doing that. And I will continue to do that because real recognize real. I will not have to do anything else because obviously I'm devoted to seeing us progress, to seeing solutions, to moving forward, to empowering us, to get us to that money, power, respect. Because that's what it takes. We're beyond the age of protesting. You need money. Little Kim and who was it? The Locks? That money, power, respect. She told us, and she was absolutely right. If you don't have the money, you won't have the power. And if you don't have the power, you won't get the respect. Once we start doing it in that pattern, you're going to see. And if you want to date interracially, you have to make sure you're doing it from a good place. Just open your options. And whoever loves you, whether that man's a black man, whether he's a white man, whether he's Chinese or Indian or Asian or South American or Puerto Rican, Dominican, African, Nigerian, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Egyptian, I don't know. But if he's coming to you with the attributes you're looking for, and that's the way you attract good people. When you focus on the goodness, that's how you attract good people. If you're talking about this guy being a loser and that guy being a loser and loser, loser, and this, ashy, 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 and you keep wondering why the same people keep coming up, or you make goals based off of misery, I love that. Because you got hurt, because you're upset, okay, you're going to make your life based off of a low point. If you don't want to get married, you don't want to have kids, you don't want a relationship, that's fine, but make sure it's coming from a good place. If I gave most women a magic wand and I said, I'm leaving the room, I'm going away, okay? I'm leaving the room, I'm going away, and I'm giving you a magic wand. You get 5 wishes. You don't got to tell me. Because a lot of times we women, especially black women, we be embarrassed to say we want to be loved. I want to be loved passionately. I don't care. I want to be married. I don't care. I love it. I'm a romantic junkie. I've always been. I'm just like Patty Stanger. She is single as well, but she is a top, top of the line millionaire matchmaker. So just because I'm single doesn't mean I'm a romance junkie. I'm legally single. I have a boyfriend, but I'm legally single. But Patty Stanger is legally single too. And doesn't mean because she's single, she'll know what she's talking about. Patty Stanger is top of the top, creme de la creme. Okay? And I'm like her in the sense where we both love romance. I love weddings. I plan weddings. I used to work at David's Bridal in the senior management team. And I love it. I love it. I have wedding pages. I help men plan engagements. I absolutely adore it. And I encourage Black women to get into that industry as well. It's super easy and really profitable. But what I'm trying to tell Black women is that you gotta be smarter. You gotta be smarter. There's no other race of women putting their men on blast in public. And I'm not saying you can't do it behind closed doors. I will say it. I coined the frame Nagasaki. Okay? I coined the phrase Hotep Shima. I did it. And I laugh about it. But I say that in private circles, in private conversations. I hope they're private. I hope I'm not being recorded or, doing whatever. But that's not the bulk of my information. The bulk of my information is if you want to date better, you got to be better. If you want to date better, that means you have to put yourself in situations to increase your odds. If you're living in a bad neighborhood, yeah, you might get a bad partner, regardless of skin color. Regardless of skin color. And you have to come from a good place. Why would any race of men want a bunch of women that their own race of men don't want? Which is not the case. So why would you project that? Why would you and even if it was the case, you're supposed to lie. Women lie about their weight. Women lie about their age. Why would you want to tell the entire world how horrible Black men treat you and how bad Black men are? You think it elevates your status? It's like that Bugatti analogy I just said. No matter how good the car is, if you are a Bugatti, and every person that has driven you, drove you, or anybody that deals with a Bugatti has a complaint. No matter how good that car is, you're gonna scratch your chin and be like, you might be like, you might have a second thought about it. And that's what I'm saying. That's why you see this heart in the hand. You got to come from a place of love. You got to come from a place of passion. You got to come from a place of positivity. And if there's challenges, you got to have solutions. I learned that from my boss, and that's one of the best things she ever taught me. Don't come to me, Connie, unless you got a solution. And I took that with me for the rest of my life, and it forced me to think about how I can solve situations, not amp them up. How I can solve situations, not hype it up, not get people angry and dislocated. And that's all I want to say. So if you want to open your options, it's called opening your social economic options. It's called networking. It's called getting on the train, going to a zip code that has men who are single. It's called getting on the train and going to a zip code of men who might be working in a general or field you like. It's called going to charity events, going to nonprofit events, going to museum events, going to art shows, going to car shows, going to masculine areas like sports and the bar. It's called that, and keeping the principles that you think in a man is important front and center, and you will attract those things. It doesn't matter the color, it matters the character. There's bad men in every single race. You got crunchy white guys, and you got ashy black men, and you got all the other unmentionables. Men are men. If you get a bunch of men together, they all gonna talk about coochie. If you get a bunch of men together, they all gonna talk about how much they like sex and this and that. There's no virginal perfect guy. And yes, I do admit, of course, if you look at my channel, duh, disproportionately black women are unwed. Disproportionately, black women are out of wedlock. Disproportionately, black women are abused, killed, murdered, abducted. Yes, I know that. I have all the statistics. Don't forget. I will never deny that. I will never try to glaze that over. But if once you know that, you leave it alone. Go away. Go away. Do what you gotta do. Be like Ray Charles. I can't see shit. And focus on what you truly want. Life is beautiful, guys. It's limited, it's short, it's beautiful. Go out there and connect. Pamper yourself, love yourself, travel, invest in yourself. Life is short. You don't know what can happen to you tomorrow. God bless everyone listening to this. Life is short, and you don't want to waste a minute or look back on your deathbed and say, damn, I wasted all this time being angry. And a lot of us are angry because we want what we can't have. And there's a way to have whatever you want in this life at any time. But it starts with your belief of that. It's not what we want, it's what we believe. I'll say it again. It's not what we want, it's what we believe. If you want a black man and you want a specific kind of black man, you got to go out there and be a specific type of woman, and you got to deal with what you got to deal with, and that's all you. Nobody should make you feel bad for dating the guy you would. That's up to you. But if you want to open your options and you want to date a fine ass Spanish guy, or fine ass Hispanic guy, or fine ass Asian man, or a fine ass Native American, or a fine ass Italian, Russian, German, you say it, you name it, British, I don't know. It's all up to you. But do it from a good place. No one wants to date the reject. And white men have told me this. Spanish men have told me this. Asian men have told me this. No one wants to be the last toy in the bucket. They don't want you to come over and play with them because all the other toys are gone. They don't want you to, know what I call these girls? Hotep rejects. They can't get a black guy. They're angry at black men. They're mad with black men. They talk bad about black men. They say, okay, I'm open to swirl. But they keep talking. You don't want to do that, sweetheart, because that's negativity on your soul. It's just like when I was fat. I used to be 254 pounds. I suffer still, as I'm talking to you, from PCOS and endometriosis. And I used to be so jealous of skinny girls. If you were 00, I hate you. If you were a size 2, size 4, I hate you. Single digit size, I hate you. And I kept swearing to God, this is real shit. I'm being honest with you. I kept swearing to God how much I didn't want to lose weight. I was fine being 254 at 5'7". I told, every time somebody said something about slim or, anybody that had a nice shape, I used to kiss my teeth and whatever, whatever. But deep down inside, I was saying that because I thought I couldn't have it. I really wanted to lose weight. I never saw myself losing 100 pounds. Not in this lifetime. I did it. But how do you think I got to that positive place? You think I focused on being jealous and hating on them girls? You think I focused on that by, keep thinking about what I don't want? I had to make mental, massive changes, not just physically, but emotionally. I had to be conditioned. I had to go to therapy. I had to read this book called Laws of Enchantress. That's why I made my new program on my new channel. This is real shit. This is not fake. This is real shit. And I definitely had to make a turnaround. And I'm telling you, you can have the love of your life. you can have the success of your life. You are living, you are breathing. That means you have the chance to do whatever it is you want. Don't let pain make your future. Don't make complacency make your plans. Too many of us make our plans based off of incompetence or practicality because we're too scared to fail, and we fail anyway. So you might as well fail at something amazing. You have the power. You are powerful. You come from a powerful place, a powerful being. No matter what your faith is or lack of, you are a living and breathing testament to the miracle of life. And all you got to do is invest in you, believe in you, love you, guide you, and truly focus 200% on what you want. Think about it. My boyfriend's white, my boyfriend's British. You think I was telling my boyfriend how bad black men are and how bad black men treat us and they don't want to get married and be baby mama? Oh, hell no. I hope he doesn't even hear this video. Oh, hell no. Because I truly believe that lowers your brand. There's a place and time for those conversations. There is. Because that's real shit too. That's happening. Just because my father and my brother were amazing, I'm not ignorant. I'm not one of those black girls. Well, it ain't happened to me. I never had a bad experience, so because I ain't have it, it ain't happen. Oh, no, 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 no. I've done quite a few work in my life, and I've known and I've seen and I know where I grew up and blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm very familiar with the travesties and the injustices. And that's why I've devoted my entire life. I've took the challenging route, the harder route, the engaging route, where I'm judged and lied on and manipulated, where people will come for me and I don't care because chemo came for me, septic shock came for me, endometriosis came for me. You're not gonna do nothing to me. Only I can do something to me. My God can do something to me, and I mean that 100%. I am grounded. Unless somebody gonna come and kill me, and you gotta bleed too, like I was saying. But you need to engage in your own belief. It's not what you want, it's what you believe. It's not what you think, it's what you perceive. Okay? It's not what you desire, it's what you think you can truly have in this life. And I know you can have it. If I could lose 150 pounds, if I could have a business, if I could be successful, I had 5 surgeries. I had medical bills out the heezy. I had school loans out the heezy. I've had so many challenges and I was able to rise. I ran out of FMLA. I talk about this all the time. And I still go out there and help people, connect to people because I believe in good karma. Am I perfect? Oh, no, no, no. Only God is. Not perfect. But there's a certain level of humanity that we all have, that we all have to respect. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to open your options, you got to open your heart and close your mouth. You don't advertise a house for sale by saying how fucked up the basement is. You don't advertise a house for sale by talking about, we just got rid of termites that's been in this house for the past 5 months. You don't do that. When you sell a house, you dress it, you showcase it, you stage it, you clean it, you put air freshener, you put plugins in every room, fresh coat of paint. You get a designer to come in to see if they can, make the room look even bigger, more light, natural lighting, all that good shit. You don't sell a house by saying, well, in this bedroom, people got killed. You wouldn't even know that in real life if something happened like that. So I'm saying you got to know what your goal is and how to get to your goal and surround yourself. If you want it, no one has a right to judge you. If you want to be loved and kissed and hugged and adored, don't let nobody take your dream away from you. Black women, we survived 400 years of slavery. Black women, we survived segregation. Black women, we were the ones going to school. Black women were the first one, black little girl going to desegregated school in Alabama. Black women, we've been dealing with everything by ourselves. Single moms, single dads, by ourselves. Jail, no jail, bad neighborhood, rape, murder, crime. And we still rise. There's nothing we can do. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't or you can't have. Don't let nobody tell you what someone's going to do or not do to you. You create your reality. You can have your man worship the ground you walk on. I'm talking to you right now. I know black men that worship their wife. Hand and foot. Ain't no cheating happening. And you know why you don't hear about that shit? Because them people are happy. And happy people are quiet people. Angry people talk a lot. Just like in customer service. Y'all work in retail? You might have a customer who's happy every single day. Come to you, deal with you, happy, happy. You know who be the loudest ones? With the nastiest voices and the biggest mouth and constantly complaining? They're angry customers. They come in to buy one sock. Or they come in to buy a piece of deodorant. Or they come in to buy a half of a shoe. And they got the biggest mouth. You know what I'm talking about. Especially for us that used to work in retail growing up. You know what I'm talking about. The customers that are happy, dropping $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 like nothing. Even if they get an issue, they're the sweetest person. But the person spending $2.99, holy crap. They will bring the whole store down if they don't get their receipt on waxed paper. So you know what I'm talking about. There's plenty of happy people, but happy people don't go on YouTube. It's sad, but happy people are doing what they're doing. Or if they're happy, they're just on YouTube being happy. Like who is it? It was Nikki and Jamie. They got over 1 million subscribers. You know what they do all day? Being happy. Gabe Babe, being happy. And I'm saying, if you truly want happiness, you got to focus on happiness. If you want to lose weight, you got to focus on lose weight. But it all starts with loving yourself, adoring yourself, positive affirmations, keeping positive energy. You got a choice to make, son. It's your life. You're not going to live forever. When you get in your deathbed and you got to look at the ceiling, first of all, are people going to be around? When you get on your deathbed, you're going to say to yourself, have you done everything possible in this life to fulfill the deepest desires of your heart? To make yourself happy. You can listen to the negative people that want to tear me down or tear you down or tear anybody down and use drama and clicky, clicky, clicky. You can go right ahead. But your life is limited. What's the life expectancy now? What is it, 76 years old, 78 years old? And then, let's be honest, the last 10 of those years might not be too fly. You might be sick, taking medication, using a cane, using a wheelchair. God bless us all. I want you to be happy, black women. I want us to get married. I want us to be loved, get made love to. I want us to be honored and worshiped like the goddess we are. It is reality. It is true. I'm here to tell you it's 100% true. You can have the man of your dreams. I know he's not going to be cheating on you. There's plenty of men who don't. I know plenty of men who don't. Plenty of men who don't. But the thing is that we are a negative society. We focus on negative aspects and we make bad choices. We ignore red flags and then we want to complain when we get burned. The fire's blazing 5 miles away. You see the fire, but we want to play in it. And when we get burned, we're like, ow, he played me. Yeah, that guy's going to play you from 50 miles away. And you still going there. Red flag, red flag. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open yourself. My boyfriend now, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think I would be dating him. I did not think I was going to be dating him for many reasons. First of all, he's younger than me. Normally, I don't do that. I like guys who are much older. That's what I normally do. We're long distance. Normally, I don't do that. I like my guy to be in my face, annoying me, Kanye, Kanye, Kanye. But my life has changed dramatically in the past couple of months because I've been focusing on positivity. I focused on that old ass book my friend gave me, the Law of Enchantress shit. I focused on me and I started to believe. For a while, I wasn't believing. I fell off. I forgot my way. But that's what life is about. You could fall off. Don't forgive yourself. Get back on. Dust yourself off. And you got to believe in you. You can't want. Wanting is bullshit. You could want $1 million. You could want Brad Pitt. You could want Denzel. Want. But when you go to bed at night and you close your eyes, that is your master, your subconsciousness. When you close your eyes at night, whatever you believe in a subconscious level, that's your master. That is who you are, a slave or that is who you are a freedom to. Slavery and freedom. So if you close your eyes at night and you don't believe you can lose weight on a subconscious level, you're going to stay fat. If you close your eyes at night and you don't believe in the deepest, darkest depths of your soul, you're not going to find true love in a man, that's what's going to happen at night. And that's what the law of Enchantress is about. That's what opening your options truly is opening your heart to the belief that you can have all the things that you want. And then you can do the physical things. Then you can go to the charity events. Then you can go to, NASCAR. Then you can go to WWF and, go to the high-end sports bars and flirt with the guys. But if you have a negative, low vibration, if you are talking all the time about what you don't want, or you get excited, you get mad engaged when it's a negative conversation and it's all this negative energy, negative gossiping, you're gonna get what you get it. I learned my lesson. You got to keep people in your life who have what you want what you want, or doing things to get what you want around you. If you keep opposite frequencies, shit gonna get scrambled and it can destroy you. Don't be ashamed of having a little snobbishness. If you want to be married, hang around married people and have friends who are married and have friends who want to get married. End of fucking story. You owe no one an apology. If you want to be rich, have friends who are rich, associate people who are rich, and associate people who want to get rich, who talk about getting rich. You owe no one an apology. End of story. If you want to lose weight, hang around people that want to lose weight. Hang around people that go to the gym. Hang around people that are working to lose weight. You owe no one an apology. That is basic facts. Who you engage yourself with, who you surround yourself with, who you connect yourself with. And you're going to see, you're going to constantly have problems if you connect yourself to people who don't have what you have, who don't want what you have, who don't do what it takes to get what you have, or even if they had opportunity, they wouldn't take what you have. That's a disconnect. That's a spiritual disconnect. That's an emotional disconnect. It's a physical disconnect too. So it's truly up to you, Black women. Open your options means opening your heart. It means looking at the characters of the things you want. If you want a rich man, that's fine. If you want a wealthy guy, go ahead and knock yourself out. I encourage. I made a video. I encourage. Go out there. But you're not going to get a wealthy guy by talking about broke ass Nikasakis. You're not going to get a wealthy guy by talking about ashy people. I got friends who are very wealthy married. Very. And they don't even have to talk about it. Because when they walk, they can back it up. They got the persona to get what they want. They don't ever have to open their mouth and say the actual monetary, because you take one look at that woman, you know she's breathing, eating, shitting money. You know that she is about that money. And the guys that come to her, they know from 10 miles away, they got to come correct. It's all about energy, guys. It's all about vibration. It's all about making choices. You want to know why the law of attraction fails for so many people? You want to know why? Because people don't believe. It's about I want, I want, I want. People don't believe. If you have an inch of self-doubt, that's all you need, a crack, a chink in your armor. That's all. So guys, that's the end of this video. If you like this, enjoy. I might put this on my Law of Enchantress channel as well. It's truly about opening your heart, looking for the good in people. Focusing on that is going to attract that to you. I promise you, give it a try. I promise you, give it a try. And I'm telling you, you can have the love of your life. You can have a big ass wedding. If you do, I want some Jamaican rum cake. It's not about being negative. It's not about that. It's about focusing on what's mostly important to you. So thank you guys. Like, subscribe. I hope you like that conversation. Take care.